this is live, then now I need this. Almost ready, guys. Now I am. Live chat, live chat. Okay. I think I updated all of the 15-minute gaps now. These are levels. Let's get them back into there. Let's add in RSI. Hello, James. Good morning. Good morning. Dump it, baby. Hourly, we had this bearish divergence here. Nice. What do we have now on the hourly? We are looking quite strong on the hourly for now. However, since we broke this 2 days ago, I would say that we could be going down for a bit. This is the hourly. So let's update. We did have a nice bounce from the hourly gap over here. Is this the 15 minute? Nice. As we speak, I'm currently short on Sui. Wanting to retest the previous middle Bollinger. And this is the hourly, by the way, but on the 50-minute we have just won the middle Bollinger, meaning that we can have a retest and then continuation down. My aim is to at least go over here because this is realistic. Bitcoin wise, we did had a nice pump where we are following up a local uptrend here. I think from here we just need to break this low, but then we will be going towards either I need to be adding in this one. Based on this, by looking at the 50-minute, this is the current low. We need to be breaking this low together with the middle Bollinger. If we do so, we can be aiming to push towards the 62,000. But on the daily, hello Megan. Me gang. Me gang. Good morning, guys. Can you guys verify to me that the music on the background isn't too loud for you guys? That would be appreciated. Let's zoom out a bit, shall we? Let's remove the RSI. And let's remove the 1 hour gaps as well. Let's look and see Fibonacci. Fibonacci is looking strong still. Also, let's look on the liquidation map. See what we're laying around today. I'm gonna go towards the 2 hour. Continue with Google, yeah. Let's try again. Model 2. Let's go into the 2 weeks first. Put this to 7. So we got some liquidation at 60.6 and 58 for the longs. However, we also got a bunch of short positions open at 65. If we open at 3 months, yeah, we got a lot of short, long positions open over here. Looking strong. Bro, you said you... Is that so, Joshua? Is that so? I don't recognize that. Alright, let's look. We have been finding some support over here. This is actually looking quite bullish to me. But for this we need to be closing above over here. What did I say on Discord? Discord I said... I mean, this was one of the possibilities that we've been speaking about. This one, where... Let's remove these real quick. Alright. This is one of the possibilities that we spoke about, where we were forming a possibly reversal pattern, which is a double bottom right here. Obviously this will be the scenario. That will mean that we are aiming to go up for the day. But also maybe tomorrow. Good morning, Con. Good morning, bro. Yeah, this looks kind of bearish. Bullish to me. Where this could be the play over here for the day. However, there are some important lines that I need to be seen broken for the day then. That's right over here. Important for me to be closing above over here. We're going to be adding it to the stream. However, there is a chance that we will get a rejection here. How's this looking? We get 7 minutes for this one to close. Bitcoin is accepting a 50-minute over here. We could be seeing Bitcoin moving up for the day. It is important that we are reclosing above the important line here on the 4 hour. Is this a 4 hour or the 1 day? 4 hour. So let's just add that in real quick. Important 4 hour. I'm purely looking at the market structure, for those that are wondering. And I'm adding the indicator, the BB, which is the Bollinger, to show me like some sort of a strength movement. Meaning that we've won this, but also broke it. Right now we've won it. Are we getting enough support to get back on our feet and push up? Or are we going down? Same for Sui. Sui is currently right at the middle. Oh. Purple hype. I did call out this short on the live stream a couple days later. Like a couple days ago, like 2 days ago. Where the aim would be to at least hit this level right over here. Ish. So there's a tiny level right over here. Like a support zone. Yeah. As long as this is not following the market structure nicely, like it has been doing right now. You've got your high, your low, your high, your lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. That's all good. I'm not in this trade. I'm in Sui right now. So for Bitcoin on the 4 hour, also looking very bearish. Bullish. It would have been bearish. Like, yes, we closed below over here, which was good. However, because we now have been making higher highs, we're now testing this phase. It could be the trendline breakout, retest, continuation down. Could be the play here. So right now I would say that this is an important moment for Bitcoin to decide whether we will be going back down or gonna continue up. I would say if we are winning this, we will be heading towards the next zone, which is right over here. However, we did hit a fair value gap right over here, which is very interesting. Because this is a fair value gap. We hit it nicely, closed this gap. Maybe from continuation down. There's a lot of strategies that come to play. I'm trading user, just you have gold? I can look at gold for you if you want. Let's look at gold. Market structure is winning, bro. So we are downtrending, and we were following this trend line. We were following this trend line based on these 2 points. However, because we broke out of it and we failed to make this higher high, we need to adjust the trend line to right over there. This is on the daily, by the way. Which could mean that right over here could be the bottom. I'm just looking at this real quick now, because you could be seeing some sort of a level based on these and these. We did have a response from it, so this maybe could be the lower low that we've been looking for. What do you need to see whenever? Let's look at the 1-day gaps that we had open. So we had 2 1-day gaps right here. We had this one and we had this one. Actually, let's put that a little bit. There we go. We had 2 1-day gaps. It went right in the middle, which is a good sign. Combine it with that level. It's looking good. Let's just update the chart for gold. And I'm not a gold trader, however market structure works on almost a lot of things. And me personally, I think gold will also work with the market structure. What could be your aim for a gold long? Could be right over here or over here. I would say the first one, because then you have this situation. What could also happen for this week is that you're gonna get some sort of a response, okay? So if you be looking at the rest, perhaps you can draw another line right there. Perhaps you can perhaps you can say that this could be the play. Could be the play, but obviously we need to be breaking this trend line. We need to break it and then close above. However, yeah, we need to be closing above big time. Goal to break. Right here. Let me just add that in and make a template. Goal to break. We're gonna put it inside, right in the center. We're gonna be making it blue, a bit bigger. I'm gonna be making this blue also. Background, what color? Light blue. No. purple. Let's put it this way. Okay, let's make this save as template. Goal to break. I need to be looking at Bitcoin real quickly because I need to know what's going on here. Bollinger. Alright, let's retest this middle Bollinger again, shall we? And I need to be informed that whenever we are breaking this low, it's showtime. Because right now we are looking at a higher high, right? This is the higher high that we've been looking for. We've got higher lows here. Could be aiming for another higher low here. Go yo yo, what's up, Guru? What up, bruh? Keep in mind that on YouTube there's some slight of a delay, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, I can just write it there. Got a lower high here. We've got a higher high here. And another one right there. You got a low low here. And you got a higher low here. Meaning that from this we were downtrending. Still have a lower high, still have a lower low. Indication, confirmation, continuation. Okay. This says to me indication, confirmation, first higher high, first higher low, second higher high. That's basically what we were saying. Right now we need to be seeing a higher low again, probably formed right over here. Let's pick the middle of this box. Aim for the low, right? This job is to break the higher low, but also make a new higher low. Be realistic. So right here we can say, do I have a TP? Yeah, TP1. Bum 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 bum. Oh, this is quite important. Just got an important message, guys. Just bear with me real quickly. I would say this could be a possible good short, but you need a couple things, right? You need confirmation, are we breaking below this? If we are, this is the next goal. If this got broken, this is the next goal. Needs to break. Oh, needs to break. Let's put an arrow to it. Alright guys, I'm gonna mute myself real quickly. I need to make a phone call. I'm sorry, but I'm back. Just had to make some quick phone calls real quick. Do we have any news? What's popping? So we have been accepting the we've been respecting the Bollinger. We still need to be breaking this. And see, we have been broke. Like we did break it. So a possibly short, like a possibly retest to the middle ball for a continuation down. Still waiting here. Investor pull out. If you are late to this trade, So on the 1 hour, Bitcoin and SUI both look very strong, where SUI has the potential of going towards this middle Bollinger. I wouldn't really see why it won't be doing it. For Bitcoin, it's just market structure, right? We got our higher high here. Will we be pushing a bit further? Possibly. But once we break this point of interest, we will go down further. That's my opinion, that's my thinking, right, basically. Why am I gonna leave the short right over here? Because this point is for me a realistic point where I can say, you know, price will 80% go towards that point, so I'm happy to go out by then. For me, that's enough profit for the day. Obviously, there is a big potential if this Bitcoin is going to be breaking down towards our area of interest. Especially on the 1 hour. I'm confident. Also because on SUI we made this lower low, and then we also made this lower high here, which could potentially mean that SUI price can even go down further to maybe right over here, especially if we open the 1 hour gaps here. Oh, I don't have 1 hour gaps, but that's fine. Not on SUI. However, right over here there's a 1 hour gap where SUI could potentially go to. Come on, baby. We've got 2 more minutes for Bitcoin to be closing. If we fail to break, we need to be looking for a different high. Why not I just do this? Bitcoin, over here SUI. This way you're able to monitor them both. However, I don't like it that SUI is below the middle Bollinger and Bitcoin is above the middle Bollinger. No BM for me. Which for me says that obviously we got the potential. Like if Bitcoin finds strength on the middle Bollinger and goes up, that can conclude that SUI will push up right away without even getting a rejection from the Bollinger. Trading is waiting, boys. Trading is waiting. "30 seconds left. Okay, we still got the close below. And we got the close above here. Will we continue down or will we get strength and push back up? I also agree that I'm zoomed in a bit too much. If this fails, then we could be maybe looking for a short on the next moment, which is right over here at 63. How's the gym, bro? It's still there. I think. Now my plan was to go to the gym by Saturday. However, Friday I'm gonna let my tattoo get reworked basically. Which means that I can't be doing the sweaty parts or like lift heavy. Because that can basically ruin the whole tattoo again. But I'll be honest, like I need to get back to it. I'm not gonna lie. If you even have you ever seen the basic? Oh yeah. Yeah. Normally I go to the basic in Vethorst. Or at my work in Brabant. Come on, guys, dump it. But who are you? Cause you're just user 298051. Or do you no longer go to barrel chest so often? What do you mean? Whenever you see behavior like this, just wait because you got 10 or 11 minutes left. want to see the realistic. Mm. Nine minutes left. Handsome man in the middle of the Netherlands. That's true. What's up, Buren? Look at it testing back, right? Good morning, Adnan. How have you been doing? You there? Ah. We have a chance of being stopped out here on Bitcoin. However, as soon as we break this Bollinger, this will go down. 100%. Stay positive. Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Muy. We've got 3 minutes left for this candle. See how Sui is trying to? It's trying to push up together with Bitcoin. But the middle Balanger is just refusing it. Which is good for us, basically. But we are still aiming for a way down. Hourly Bitcoin is pushing a bit. If this isn't the play, then maybe we've got our high right there. But obviously we need to be breaking this in order for price to continue down. Trading is waiting. Also keep in mind that the Bollingers on both sides right now are facing into each other, which means that the volume is reducing. Which means to me that if we are going to be looking at that right here as well, which means to me that whenever that is happening, where price is basically bottling down, a major push can happen or a major dump. We've got 1.5 minutes left, guys. 1.5 minutes left. Obviously, just in the last minute is going to be doing this stuff, right? If we're gonna get a close here, I'm gonna be closing the trade, break-even trade. And obviously we're gonna be looking for the better entry. Maybe like right over here, depending on like if we see Bitcoin making a big push up, we're just going to wait until we get a nice reversal. Trading is waiting. I need to teach myself to also be patient more often. Well, we got a close blow, still. What will we do, Bitcoin? We did have a retest on this gap right there, so we closed that all off very nicely. Will we be dumping or pumping? Dump or pump? I'm gonna be grabbing something delicious. Be right back. We're getting some sort of response on Ethereum here. How about Ripple? Ripple double bottom pattern. Could be going up now. could be doing this. Oh fuck. Could be doing this. Retest, continuation up. Hype. Still waiting. Solana. Same as Ripple basically. Could be doing something like this. I don't have a real trend line going for Solana yet. Oh, ASMR. Fart coin. Who doesn't like fart coin? Gold. Silver, nice. Very nice on silver here. Maybe we need to be looking more bullish for the day. Up we go. That's right. I can always be wrong, but that's something that you call risk management, right, guys? Now, I did mention that we could be seeing a retest on the highs here. Obviously, this was it. This is what we needed to break in order for this to continue down. We just retested the top Bollinger here as well. Right now it's still closing in massively. Still waiting. I'm gonna be waiting with Siri here. So I've ordered a blue glass thingy, which helps you struggle looking at the screens. You guys like it? Could we be seeing another bear flag here? See, we going up. Bitcoin up. Sweep and go. Waiting. sweep of the high. Main goal still to break that low. We'll see, we'll see. However, this is very good for, like, it looks good. Just need confirmation now. 5-minute close very nicely here. This is what I mean with the, you know, when it's closing in so much. You're gonna have a push up, push up. Also happens to the downside. Right now we wait. What do you guys trade? Like, what coin do you guys like? I've been starting to play Arc Raiders. Kinda like it. Let's see for the last 12 hours. Ooh. Some shorts at 36.2. Didn't I mention 36.2? I did. Oof. Liquidity map says up. I'm interested to go into a long. Whenever we create a new higher low. That's the moment when I want to enter the long. Because you need to understand that right now we are trading against the trend on Bitcoin. You got your high, you got your new high, and you got a higher low. Indication, confirmation, continuation. Right? Meaning that this should be the new trend line here, locally. And we can aim for price to go and continue. That's what I'm looking for here. Is there any coin I need to update on the Discord? 8 days ago, which is currently Ripple. Hey, I've got friends. So Ripple, what did we say about Ripple? What did we say in the Discord about Ripple? I think we were very globally Ripple here. Sharing two pictures here where we see a zoomed up version and a normal version on the picture. Potentially aim for 1.11. However, if we break, we can go towards 2.1, 2.2. So this is the goal that we need to break. We could be going lower, purely based on the gaps that we have laying around on the daily. Locally, we failed to break out here, meaning continuation down. You got your high, you got your high, like a low high, you got your low, lower low, lower low. Is this the bottom? Who knows? Let's see what is currently happening. So on the daily, what we spoke about. Oh, I did say that we can go to 1.11, right? Let me confirm that. 1.1163. Exact hit on 1.1163. Okay, cool. So let me just add that picture real quickly to this chart. So you can see that I'm not lying here. On the Discord, which is over free, you can join it as well. I explained that we failed to break, meaning that we're gonna continue down. Whereas the biggest bottom that we have right now, like this is all just a gap. However, we do have a gap right here, a 1-day gap on 1.1163. What happened? Price. Oh. What happened? Price ran straight into it. Meaning that we could have our bottom here. Today's job. Very possible here. Very, very possible here. I'll be updating the Discord during the live stream now as well. Okay. So what can we say, right? If I'm going to 1.1703, 1703 right there. Okay, that's fine. What are you doing? You're going down. So for Ripple to continue this uptrend here, I mean there is no uptrend, but to break the uptrend, we need to be seeing a couple of things happening, right? Obviously, market structure wise, what do we need to see? We need to be breaking above these three highs here. Will we be doing it slowly? As in, will we be breaking out, making a high, retesting, making a high, retesting, continuation up? Could be the play, 100%. However, be realistic, right? First job for us to do here is break here. We need to break the important line here, which means to us that we have a possibly shift of movement, like a possibly uptrend starting up. This is a reversal pattern, like the double bottom pattern. Oftentimes you get a retest on this neckline, like on this high, and then continuation up. Will this be the same case? Who knows? Right now I'm seeing a lot of coins that look the same. So I can just stay zoomed in like this. I'm gonna be drawing out a scenario where this could be the play. We're gonna be making it dark green. Sorry, I said dark green. That look better. So this area of interest, which is currently sitting at 1706, so we're gonna put a sticky note to it, price label 17.6. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. This could be the play on Ripple. So if we are going to be taking the Discord here, we can be adding the picture. Can I get this big screen, please? There we go. Zoomed out bigly. Lots of play. We failed to break it. Retest. As mentioned above, we failed to break the trend line, which gave us the conclusion that we would most likely go to our new area of interest. Where was this? At $1.11.63. Now from this exact price we found our first reaction on the daily. Yep. Box. Hebben we nu wel? Oh, you guys can't see this, right? Let me now I think you guys will be able to see it as well, what I'm typing. How about... yeah, this is fine. Okay. I mean, an area of interest, I use it for trading as well, yeah. A AOI. From this exact price we found the first reaction on the daily gap. We even had a yesterday's close was above the latest low, which could give us that double bottom pattern. Which is a reversal pattern. It is important for us to break 1.1706 before we can continue any further. break above, retest, aka a neckline, continuation up. If we fail to do so, we could even see XRP going down all the way to 0.55. 0.55. Next, we've got Solana. What did we share on Solana? Important. We failed. There's so many people that watch TikTok, like that's insane. The about the reach, you know. Solana. What is the current trend in Solana? High, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, low, 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 low. And let's re-break here or here. Okay. We did have our low and a higher low. Even here on Solana, 61. Did I not mention 61? Could be. Which is fine. However, I'm seeing a level here. This is an important one to break. Let me quickly have a look at Bitcoin. What are we doing, bro? That's fine. Solana we were talking about. On the daily. I will be adding in the important line here as well with a price tag. At roughly over here, 66.80. It's just whenever you're in a downtrend like this, you need to keep adjusting where you could maybe have a bounce from. Like, if this is the situation and we're going to break above and make that high here, we need to be looking for a retest. Either here or either here. We need to look for that retest to maybe enter that long. Because if we enter this long and we break out of this trend, our next goal will be right over here. Or right over here. Or right over here. It really depends on how you're looking at things, basically. So let's copy this image, open Discord. Let's in the previous I need to take a quick pee maga. Let's open up 50-minute Bitcoin. This is the goal, guys. This is the goal. From here, we need to get a response. We need to go down, make this higher low for continuation up. I will be looking to enter a long position right over here. Where? Right over there. However, it needs to be breaking this low first. If it doesn't, then price can reach over here, get another bounce up, potentially even make a new higher high. Or like just what happened right here, right? Then this could be the play, and this could be the high. Trading is waiting. Let's just see what's happening. I'm back in. I need to refill my drinks as well. It's 11 a.m. I'm gonna be making a sandwich as well. I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes. 5 or 2 minutes. 5 or 2 minutes. Nice, bro. 5 or 10 minutes. The Sui. Let's see on Sui what's happening here. Sui is currently. It broke above the middle Bollinger again. We had a sweep of the high, and now we're going back down again. This needs to be breaking the Bollinger. How are we on Bitcoin with the Bollinger? We need to be going towards the Bollinger as well. I'm not trading on the Bollinger, I'm just using it to help me in the trades. My main goal are gaps and market structures. My aim still is to get right over here, because if you zoom out on the hourly, the middle Bollinger is right there. Boop, 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 boop. And if we are looking at Bitcoin like this, where we need to see it break and make a higher low, maybe we can see even Sui doing the same. Could be the play, but that's just the waiting game. Right now I'm gonna be opening this because this is the main focus for us, because we are currently in a Bitcoin live stream, right? I want people to be able to join the stream and just see what I'm looking at. Alright, be right back. Bitcoin is consolidating as fuck. But I have good news. Let's fucking go, bro. Next song. Show me. Ooh. No, on the top, right, left, center. Let's make this black. Let's make this black. Because we have swept it. Save as. Sweep. Sweep. This is what you can call a liquidity sweep. So, a lot of the times, yeah, I'm just gonna be hiding this for now. Hide, there we go. A lot of the times people go into their long and have their stop loss just above this high, right? Oh, sorry. Let's say short. So this would be your setup. Stop loss above the high. Liquidity sweep, dump. So what happens here? You get into your short. It stops you out, and then your analysis will be working. This is often why we aim for a sniper entry, and then obviously you will be missing out a lot of trades sometimes, but this sweep and go, this sweep and go is the best entry you can get. It's the best entry you can get into a long position. Right over here, obviously we dipped a bit deeper. We didn't sweep this low, and we didn't sweep this low. However, a lot of the times this happens. This is a perfect example. Now we need to see it winning the middle Bollinger and then the next line. We've got 10 seconds and we are right back underneath the middle Bollinger. We have won this so perfectly on Siwi. Whenever the Bollinger is opening up like this, so right here volume was reducing, right? Volume was reducing, but whenever price is going in direction, and we call it the mouth of the Bollinger is opening up, it could mean that we can go down big. It just simply means that whenever this is happening, it can conclude that price will go down deeper or up. It's the same way. See how the mouth got opened here? That's basically what I mean. Oh, there we go. Bitcoin. Doing great, doing great. Come on, win this middle Bollinger. If we win this middle Bollinger, then we are one step further into this short position. Let's fucking go. Sweep and go. This will most likely play out longer, and then could be. However, it could also be a bear flag, meaning that we can even go down further. Who knows? Let's add the middle Bollinger. See how it tested the middle Bollinger again? Testing, accepting. However, we need to fill and break. Come on, Siri. Dump you namby-pamby. 30-minute retest. 1 hour is looking good still. Bitcoin. Come on, give it another shot, bro. Give it another shot. Okay. Yep. Come on. If you guys ever heard of the hammer strategy? This is the hammer strategy. We just need to hammer it down towards the ground. Just hammer it down. And obviously from here, whenever we are looking into a long position, we need to be using the astronaut and the rocket. That's the emoji strategy. I actually forgot to put up a poll. Start a poll on Bitcoin. Let's go to the daily. What will Bitcoin do this do. Up. Retest 61k. Or down to 54k. What will Bitcoin do? Up. Retest 61k. Down to 54k. Start pull. There you go. Down we go. Come on. Ugh. Oh, this is so nice every now and then. So I got these new glasses lately, like literally yesterday, because I noticed whenever I'm on the screen for too long, my eyes will start to hurt a bit. And this is basically, I'm not sure if you're able to see it. Let me confirm it. I'm gonna confirm that. So let's see if I put this on the big screen real quick. I mean, you can't really see it, can you? It's just a bit more calmer for me. Oh, there's a big thumb on it now. It's just a bit calmer for me to watch on the screen. Let's also do this for TikTok. Just a bit calmer, like you barely see a difference. However, you see your colors changing a bit. So whenever you are working behind the desk or looking into a screen for a lot of times on the daily, I would really suggest getting yourself like glasses which have the blue filter on it. Say hi. We've got 4 minutes left. I might be closing down this trade here. I might be closing down this trade simply because there's a chance that we are accepting this again, just like we did right over here, and then go up towards our next area of interest. I think this will be the case now. However, watch how I will be closing my trade, and 2 minutes after, price will dump to the fucking ground. Happens to me. Happens to me all the time. However, I'm currently on a 7% trade here, which is roughly right now for my portfolio. I mean, with more than 50% of my portfolio. interesting. Interesting. We have got 3 minutes left. However, if I will be closing now, then let's see on the challenge that I'm with. Today it's 11th of June. If I close it now, my daily profit would be 4% in total, and my goal for the day is at least a 3% trade. Like, is at least a 3% for the day. That's my goal here. Test, yeah. Okay. One minute left. Will we be closing below? I've got a fly. I'm not happy about this close. Not happy at all. Yep, I'm gonna exit this trade here. Don't be a dick for a dick. Okay. I am out of the series trade simply because we failed to break low. Could be that we are still going to go down, but I'm okay with this. I'm gonna be looking for a better entry here. I want this snapping tool off here. We did hit our sweep, just not the right sweep that we needed. Yet. Now watch how this short setup, because I have my short somewhere roughly about here. This would have been my bigger picture, realistically somewhere above here. This would have been my short setup. I'm just gonna let it here. Let's zoom out. 1 hour. What have we? I want to see levels here. Yeah, exactly. 50-minute levels. Not the greatest here. Alright. Bitcoin. What have we done? See? Always follow your guts. And you know the annoying part? I was too patient over here. I was in this trade right here. I could have exited right over here. As soon as I saw that Bollinger was winning, right? Bollinger was again winning on Bitcoin. And then basically I could have re-entered over here on this high, because we didn't sweep this one here, and exit as well. However, that's something with greed. Let's just keep it like this and see what price will do, because maybe we can look for another short right over here, aiming for this. These tiny movements up and down is something that I'm interested in, because this is 1% for me. I'm using 10x leverage, so that's a 10% for me, right? However, I'm not so sure about Bitcoin, because we are able to continue another sweep of this here, and I think that this could be the gap that we need to be searching for. The trend is currently upwards. That's why you need to be more patient where you enter. So far for the day, 2.5%. Meaning that I will be looking for another trade setup in a minute. And why don't I long right over here? It's risky, especially because we are I mean, it's saying that we can go up. However, we could also just go back down, you know? Because we already got that high now. Oh, we already got the higher high. So, let me just... Trades taken. I need to update my journey here. Because yesterday I had a couple break-even trades. I had a couple break-even trades which I need to be solving. Can I go down here, please? No? Okay, so today it is 11/6/2026. Currency was Kiwi ISDT. We were in a short position with a 10 leverage. Entry was at 7516 and our exit was at 7479. We had profit. Then yesterday we had the same. We went into a long. Oh. From there. Then we had another short. Entry. If you guys are wondering, like, I'm pretty confident here. These are my last trade setups, and I'm just adding in the last ones. We were in a short, starting from 0.386, 0.7386, 0.7382. We had a loss of $2. This was a break-even trade. It's always good to journal your setups. This way you can see well, how profitable you are on the big size, like zoomed out, you know. This was also a break-even trade. Yesterday it was a bad day to trade for me, but I still managed to get profitable for today. As you can see, obviously. Okay. Remove. Total profit 850 already. We have been slamming it. Bitcoin still doing the same. I want this one there. Purely on all of the trades that I've taken, which is 31 trades. 1, 2. I have 2 trades in the minus, 3 trades in the minus, and 2 losses break even. So, alright, if we're going to be taking the break even ones as a loss as well, then 5 losses from 31 trades. I'm gonna put the alert in. I want to know when this price is failing. Okay, so we can be looking at hype. Let's put you back up here for a little. If I'll be adding in hype, what a hype, blah 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 blah. We had our Fibonacci here. I think we're going to be aiming back towards the Fibonacci level at 68. Let's. Oh, these are 2 possibilities. Because this is the trend line. And we are still higher highs, higher lows, higher lows. We need to make that new higher low now. So, where are we interested? We've got our high here. And we can say it's permanent now. This is the high that we had. We could be aiming for a higher low right over here. However, could also be right over here, right? It's not that stupid. But then you need confirmation again right over here. You need confirmation that we're getting the bounce. Shit. My finger got on my glasses. Is there like a hotkey for this? Or can we make that? See, if we keep fading to break the middle Bollinger, price will go up. Foolish. Still happy on the close trade that we did on Sui here. This is just confirming it. We failed to break below. We could be going back up here. I wish to get a notification here though. Hey. Alright, let's add a quick TA in. The fuck is this? Get out of there. Actually, I need to do a full Bitcoin analysis here. So if we are going to be diving into it, this is how I do it normally. Right now. Give me... Oh, I don't want that. Save. I would like to have the daily gaps here. Thank you. Because we did have that nice bounce. Support. We found support on the gap at 60.6k. Where we my bigger aim is still to go further down to about 54k. That is where I think the Bitcoin bottom will be formed. Hello darkness, my old friend. Bitcoin already retested the lows and gave us a higher low, which is a tiny indication that we can push up. We wish to see it break the latest high with a retest. This forms our higher. This forms our local higher high. And with the retest, it could be our long entry to go back up again. Our goal to break is at least the two levels at 65.8k and 65k. Our fear and greed at the moment is at 12. Looks good. Looks goody. I will be closing down the stream in a minute. I'm just gonna finish up this TA. Let's drag this into bear flag. Hmm. Let's add in the Bitcoin liquidity map to it. Model 2. 2 weeks or 3 months? Wait, my TikTok is offline? Due to inactivity? Fuck off. Alright, you know, fuck you. Fuck you, TikTok. My stream went offline. How? I'm busy. A more locally TA on the 15 minute slash 1 hour. Okay guys, I will be closing off the stream here. I just shared my final TA. Well, just shared my final TA on Bitcoin. This is locally, and this is a bit more zoomed out, where we could have a potential reversal here. Could. Let me see if this is all correct. Where we could have a potential to flip and go back up again, starting from 60.6. However, we are also consolidating into some sort of a bear flag, symmetrical triangle, or whatever you want to look at it, where we have the possibility to go both sides. Right now we are here, where I think the price can go down a bit. However, it could go up further more, right? It could go up further more, which is why I have my second entry, or like another entry, a possible short entry, right over here, maybe at 63.2 to 80. Obviously the heat map, there's a lot of short liquidities above us, but also some longs beneath us. Alright. Use it as how you wish to trade, same as this setup, you don't have to take it. Do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. However, the fear and greed is at 12, which is a perfect seal. Alright guys, see you